You know that moment. The baby's been crying for 20 minutes. Your partner is standing in the doorway, hands empty, saying, I don't know what she wants. She just wants you. And you take her. Because it's easier. Because she does calm down faster. And somewhere in that moment, a quiet pattern begins. You become the only one who can soothe her. And your partner becomes the one who hands her over. This isn't about blame. It's about understanding. Because what's actually happening is not that your partner doesn't want to help. It's that your baby's brain has learned a very specific comfort map, and your partner hasn't been given the right tools to build their own. In this video, we're breaking down the 5 things dads don't do, why those gaps form, and exactly how to shift the pattern so your baby feels safe in both of your arms. Stay with me, because the first thing on this list is the one most parents miss entirely. And by the end, you'll understand how to rebuild your baby's trust in a way that makes your partner feel like a capable parent, not a backup. Let's start with the first thing dads often don't do. They don't initiate soothing. They wait for instructions. Here's the scene. The baby is fussing in the bouncer. You're in the kitchen. Your partner is sitting right next to the baby, scrolling on his phone, glancing over, but not picking her up. You say, "Can you get her?" And he says, "Oh yeah, sure." He picks her up, bounces her a little, and she cries harder, so he hands her to you. And you think, why didn't he just do it without being asked? Here's what's actually happening. Your partner's brain has learned that when he tries to soothe, it doesn't work. And your baby's brain has learned something too. She has learned that dad's arms don't feel like comfort yet, not because he's doing anything wrong, but because her brain builds comfort through repetition. She has thousands of micro moments of being soothed by you. Your smell, your heartbeat rhythm, the way you hold her, your partner hasn't had those thousands of repetitions. So when he picks her up, her nervous system says, "This feels unfamiliar. Where is the familiar comfort?" And she cries. The science here is about something called predictive patterns. A baby's brain is constantly predicting what will happen next based on what has happened before. If comfort has always come from you, her brain predicts that your partner's arms are not the comfort zone. It's not rejection. It's prediction. And prediction can be retrained, but only through repeated, calm, low-stakes practice. The pattern interrupt is this. Initiation is not about instinct. It's about practice. And your partner needs permission to practice without you stepping in. Now, the second thing dads don't do, they don't stay with the crying. They hand the baby back. Picture this. Your partner is holding the baby. She's crying. He's bouncing. She cries harder. He looks at you with that helpless face. And you say, "Here, let me try." And you take her. And she calms down in 10 seconds. And everyone feels relieved. But here's what your baby just learned. She learned that crying with dad, your partner, on the other hand, might hold her stiffly, bounce her too fast, or try a random shush. And your baby thinks, this is not the ritual. This is unfamiliar. So she resists. The baby brain insight here is that comfort is built through sensory predictability. Your baby's brain has mapped your specific rhythm, your specific smell, your specific voice pitch. Your partner's rhythm is different. His smell is different. His voice is deeper. None of that is bad. It is simply unfamiliar. And unfamiliar feels unsafe to a baby's developing nervous system. But here's the hopeful part. Your partner can build his own comfort map. He just needs a small, repeatable ritual. A specific song he always sings. A specific walk he takes her on. A specific way he pats her back. If he does the same thing every time he soothes her, her brain will begin to predict, this is dad's comfort pattern. And over time, that pattern will become as familiar as yours. The pattern interrupt is this. Give your partner one ritual, not a list, one, and let him own it. The fourth thing dads don't do. They don't read the early cues. They wait until the baby is already crying. Here's a scene. The baby is rubbing her eyes. She's looking away. She's getting fussy. Your partner is still trying to play peekaboo. And you think, can't you see she's tired? And the answer is, no, he can't. Not yet. Because reading early cues is a practice skill, not an instinct. Your brain has been watching this baby for months. You've learned the difference between a hunger cry and a tired cry and an overstimulated cry. Your partner hasn't had those thousands of micro moments of observation. When a baby's early cues are missed, she has to escalate to crying to get her needs met. And crying activates her stress response. So by the time your partner realizes she needs something, she's already dysregulated. And a dysregulated baby is much harder to soothe than a baby who was caught early. The science here is about serve and return. That's the back and forth dance of attention between caregiver and baby. When your baby looks away, that's a serve. She's saying, I need a break. When your partner misses that serve and keeps playing, he's not responding to her signal. And her brain learns that her signals don't work with him. So she stops signaling and starts crying. The pattern interrupt is this. Name the cues out loud. Say she's rubbing her eyes, that means she's tired. Don't say it with frustration. Say it as information. Over time, your partner's brain will start to see those cues too. And the fifth thing dads don't do. They don't stay in the room during the hard moments. They leave. Think about the last time your baby was inconsolable. Maybe it was the witching hour. Maybe it was a sleep regression. Your partner might have said, I'll go do the dishes, or I'll take the dog out. And he left. Not because he doesn't care, but because being in the room when he can't fix it feels unbearable. His brain may be more inclined to problem solve in moments of stress. And when he can't solve the crying, he feels useless. So he retreats. But here's what your baby learns when he leaves. She learns that when things get hard, Dad disappears. And that creates a subtle pattern of absence during stress. Your baby's brain builds a map of who is present during difficulty. And if your partner is only present during calm moments, your baby will not turn to him during distress. The baby brain inside is about emotional safety. Safety is built by presence, not by fixing. Your baby doesn't need your partner to stop her crying. She needs him to stay while she cries. That's what builds the trust that he will be there when things feel hard. You're not a bad parent for doing this. You were responding with the tools you had, and your partner wasn't avoiding you. He was avoiding the feeling of failure. But now that you see the pattern, you can gently shift it. Here are 5 micro actions, 1 for each gap we just covered. For the first gap, initiating soothing. Here's your micro action. Next time your partner is near the baby and she's starting to stir, do nothing. Don't ask. Don't suggest. Just wait. Let him notice her on his own. If he asks, should I get her? Say you decide. You've got this. That's it. 1 sentence. Because initiation is built through autonomy, not instruction. This doesn't mean you're abandoning your baby. It means you're trusting your partner to learn his own timing. The second gap, staying with the crying, has a simple fix. The next time your partner is holding a crying baby, physically leave the room. Go to the bathroom. Go get a glass of water. Be gone for 3 minutes, not 10. 3, let him sit with her without you as a rescue option. His body will settle when yours isn't hovering, and your baby will feel his steadiness instead of your proximity. This doesn't mean you're cold. It means you're giving them both a chance to co-regulate without you. For the third gap, creating a soothing ritual. Pick one thing. Just one. Tell your partner, when you soothe her, always sing that one Bob Marley song you love. Or, always walk her to the window and point at the tree. Or, always pat her back in that slow 3-count rhythm. One ritual. He owns it. He repeats it. And within a week, your baby's brain will start to predict, this is Dad's comfort pattern. This doesn't mean you're giving up your rituals. It means you're making room for his. The fourth gap, reading early cues, can shift with this. When you notice a cue, say it out loud as a neutral observation, not as a correction. Say, oh, she's rubbing her eyes. That's her tired cue. Or she's turning her head away. She needs a break from the toy. Say it like you're narrating a nature documentary. No frustration. No, you missed it. Just information. Over time, his brain will start to see those cues before you say them. This doesn't mean you're teaching him. It means you're sharing your lens. And for the fifth gap, staying during hard moments, try this. The next time your baby is inconsolable and your partner starts to edge toward the door, say, you don't have to fix her. Just sit next to us. That's it. Not a job. Just presence. Let him sit on the floor beside you while you rock her. Let him put a hand on her back. Let him be the quiet anchor in the room. This doesn't mean he's useless. It means he's learning that staying is enough. One boundary here, don't force any of this during a full-blown meltdown. If your baby is already in distress, and only you can calm her. These macro actions are for the low-stakes moments, the fussy afternoon, the early stirring, the moment before the crying escalates. Trust your instincts. If it feels wrong to step back, don't. Start small. You are not the gatekeeper of your baby's comfort. You are the bridge that helps your partner build his own. Your baby is not broken. Your partner is not broken. And you are not broken for wanting things to be different. But here's the beautiful truth. Change does not require perfection. It requires repetition. Small, consistent, low-stakes repetitions. Your baby's brain does not need you to suddenly stop being her primary source of comfort. It needs you to slowly, gently make room for a second one. And your partner's brain does not need him to suddenly become a natural. It needs him to practice, fail, stay, and practice again. You are not failing by handing over. You are not failing by staying. You are building a wider circle of safety. And that takes time. Send this to a parent who is exhausted from being the only one who can soothe. Subscribe if you want to keep understanding your baby's brain with less guilt and more confidence. Comment shared soothing if you're ready to start.